I recognized that my wing was too far. It was closer to the other side, so I turned around instead of going off the side I normally went to, and then I just was too late on the jump. Yeah, get to watch the intro again because I didn't press the jump button. Yeah, this does message not found. Oh yeah, FAQ is still all materials. Yeah, there's no FAQ for this run. There's really not much to explain. It's just you do the Kohga stuff. You do the Kohga quests. And people have actually run this category, and I didn't just make it up. Is there a category that doesn't use MNF? I'm fairly sure it's best for nearly all pre-patch runs. Except for any percent, for obvious reasons. But unless you come up with like some kind of really short... I guess Master Sword also wouldn't use it, since there's not really any... But anything where you like have a decent number of fights and are running pre-patch, MNF is almost always going to be good. All Materials was fun, but it'd be more interesting if more people were active with it. Because it was kind of just me doing my own thing. Which is fine to an extent, but I like being able to route with other people and talk about the category with other people and find strats. I like when there's... It's a bit nicer when there's more activity. Maybe someday.
What is that?
What glitches exist in Tears of the Kingdom? Like, have you not... If you haven't seen a Tears of the Kingdom speedrun before, there are quite a lot of glitches. There are easy duping, extremely fast overworld travel using auto build, stealing the unbreakable Master Sword from the intro, rocket flying. Yeah, I'm probably done with all materials for now. 1.0 is glitch the version, yeah.
Link!
Was that the sword that seals the darkness?
I'm pretty sure this game runs really well on emulator. I don't think it runs perfectly on emulator yet, at least from last time I checked, but it should run well, at least.
You who carries that fragile sword. A link. Raru placed his faith in you. And that was all you could do.
How do you know our names?
Easiest dupe method in a game I've ever seen. This game is definitely up there. I feel like there's a Pokemon dupe that is comparable, but I can't think of what one. Not Missing No. Missing No. Is Missing No easier? Probably not. I mean, it depends on how you want to define it, I guess. But I feel like there's a different Pokemon dupe that's easier that I can't think of right now. I don't know. What else? Oh, do you guys remember the 1.0 Animal Crossing New Horizons duping glitch from like day 2 of that game coming out, where you had if you were playing in 2 players, you had one player put an item on a table and you spin the table and have the other player pick up the item while it's spinning, and then you just repeat that. That was fun. Yeah, that was a super easy dupe. Although it did require 2 players if you think the 2-player thing is too much. It requires you to have friends. No, you don't need friends. You can just use a different profile. You can be your own friend. Or wait, were you able to do it on the same Switch, or did you need... Wait, I forgot if you needed like someone active with you on a different Switch, or if you could do it on the same Switch. Or no, wasn't it just you need two controllers? I think it's 2 controllers, 1 Switch. Yeah, you can do it on local multiplayer just with a different controller, I think. Dude. My opinion on the story. I don't really have a strong opinion on the story. It's generally not something I care too much about, but I think it's fine. I think people talk a lot about the story, and I think there's multiple aspects to the story, and people kind of just group everything into one. I think like some aspects of the story, I think like the memories part of the story, like the main story is fine. I think like the sage's story and like lore backstory stuff kind of sucks. But overall, I think it's fine. I don't worry about it too much. Dude. I missed the sky shroom. Oh no, I missed the material. I gotta go back for the sky shroom. Yeah, I'm probably done with all materials for now. Okay, that was not all materials muscle memory. I do actually want key slide balls for this. They're pretty good for the Kohga fights because they knock them down instantly for fights 1 and 2. Although I almost went over for the other for the Bright Bloom that I don't want. That was almost muscle memory. It actually doesn't happen that often where I like mix up muscle memory between runs. It happens more in OOT than this game. I mean, this game I don't think I've run long enough and like run enough categories to mix up muscle memory too much yet. Because like when I do have to learn something new, because like the game overall is still very new to me, I still have to like pay much more attention. I can't muscle memory my way through everything as much as I can in OOT. Rando when? Probably the next few days. I did not make up this category. This category has been run. And no, this category is not called Kohga percent. It is called all Kohga fights. Well, all Kohga fights or all Kohga battles. I've seen both. Kohga is not a number or a substitute for a number, so a percent sign does not belong after it. Kohga is more than just a number. Not a number, yeah. Kohga is not a number, of course. Favorite category so far? It's hard to decide a favorite category. My gut wants to say all dungeons because it's a main category with decent, interesting stuff. Although I have like learning more about how much time cutscenes are in that category makes me rethink it. But and then like maybe all materials, but like I do prefer when a category is like a main category. Even though I definitely don't mind running side categories like that, but a main category feels more proper. So it kind of gets minus points for that. I don't know. Probably all dungeons. Sometimes I don't understand wing flying when it feels like I'm in the center or even like slightly off center to one side and it slowly glides towards the other side when it feels like it should be going the opposite way. What glitches have been patched that I use in early versions? Almost everything. I mean, there are... So almost every glitch that I use in this run has been patched in current patch, but their current patch does have alternatives that are not as good. Like the duping glitch that I use in this run has been patched, but there's an alternative duping method that has not been patched, but it's much slower and more tedious to do. And there's kind of variants of that with most of the glitches in this run where like the easy, good, fast method has been patched, but there's like an alternate slow, annoying method that still exists in current patch. Don't do that. Cool. Probably dipping more bombs than I need. I should actually time if that's faster than breaking the blocks with 2 swings of rock hammer. No, I don't need to preserve the bow. Actually, yeah, I could just use the bow, I guess. Should have enough bombs by now. Goodbye, I don't actually need those guys in this run. Actually, I kind of think that it might be faster to skip speed food entirely for this category. But that'd require too much testing that I don't feel like doing, so I'm just gonna run through it like I would with other categories. Oh no. Backup frog. No, I don't want arowana. Love snapback. Oh wait, I need, I forgot, I need a charge. I'm just gonna have to get it from the construct near template time, I guess. Current patch now is 1.2.1. Oh, I didn't even split refuse. Nice. Yeah, there are a lot of options for routing in this game, but that's what makes this interesting. I think routing is like pretty much the main reason why I've chosen to run this game a lot. Is because it's very interesting trying to figure out the best way to do everything. So I wouldn't call it a nightmare, but very complicated for sure. With a lot of options. Yeah, I love routing. Routing is what makes speedruns interesting, I think. GSI is very different from any percent. Any percent has like its own pretty unique GSI route that no other category does. Do you mean different from like all dungeons and all main quests, like the GSI that I've been doing for most other categories? It's fairly similar. I basically just trade chew jelly for keys eyeballs for cooking speed food, and I only cook 2 speed food. But yeah, any percent GSI is completely different from basically any other category. Dude. Because they use, what's it called? They use a 1.0 method of zuggling and get Zuggle overload really early on. Huh? To do, I guess I don't really need that. Don't need that either, I just want the charge. To do arrow flying, and so they do most of GSI with arrow flying. As far as I'm aware, currently there's no glitch way to get the message not found tunic, like the prologue tunic. No, the prologue is its own map, so there's no way to get back to it. Aside from, you know, starting a new game. I think I saw a little bit of that clouded. That does look awful. Hopefully it's bad enough. I mean, if it's an amiibo thing, then I don't care, because I will never touch amiibo. So you know what? If amiibo players want to do that, then do whatever they... I mean, theoretically, I think amiibo should actually be much worse than it is for all dungeons right now. Because I'm actually pretty sure that amiibo should probably be getting, what's it called? Pristine Knight's Broadsword. And using that for the run, because I think you can probably substitute Pristine Knight's Broadsword for Message Not Found. And that might actually be better than Message Not Found for the whole run. So realistically, I mean, I feel like AD should probably be doing that with amiibo. Or at least some kind of other... something else going on with amiibo weapons. Thanks, Reset, Chunky Monkey. No, there's no wrong warps discovered in this game, but there is a theory for, let me talk about it after the shrine. Don't screw up. There's something kind of like it that people are looking into. So I think people were looking into, was it a way to skip? I think it was a way to get off of GSI early, and they found that if you somehow interrupt exiting or entering a shrine, and then load a different file, that new file will come out of the shrine or like go into or out of the shrine normally. And so people are looking into a way of if you could somehow interrupt the entering a shrine cutscene and then somehow load something else, and then it would potentially, theoretically, based on the way it would be implemented, could get you off of GSI early, because you could walk off of, you could like walk into a shrine, load to a shrine like on the surface, and then walk out of the shrine, and then it would behave as if you were past GSI, something like that. Not quite a wrong warp, but like it's a similar kind of theory thing. Like, it's been proven to work in concept, but there needs to be like a way to actually get it to work without cheats. Oh, come on. I hate how long you have to stop running before you can jump without wasting stamina. Yeah, unfortunately there are a lot of cutscenes in runs of this game. Sucks. No, no way to skip this heart. This would be, if you could theoretically get an extra heart early, you would be able to skip the recall shrine. That has been proven possible in a proof of concept. So there's actually like multiple, at the very least, partial GSI skip theories. Like, get an extra heart, you can skip recall. Load when entering a shrine, you could potentially warp to a shrine, a different shrine. If you can somehow get to army, if you could somehow get to army without triggering the void out, then come on. Then you could then army would not kick you out. Like, you'd be able to actually do army without finishing GSI. So that, surprisingly enough, there's actually significantly more potential for skipping or leaving GSI early compared to leaving plateau early on in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, text dive to army trigger the Holy Grail, but I don't know how that's gonna happen, but at least in theory, not impossible. Nope. So the Zonai charges are for right down here. I want to use a stick clip with auto build in this run, and the only realistic way to get a stick for clipping is this one right here. And I have to bring it to auto build because it doesn't get saved in your auto build until you actually have already gotten auto build. Oh no. So I have to bring the stick to auto build, and the easiest way to do that is by making a hover bike and riding it there. No. Okay, this is very sloppy hover bike making. Oh my god. This is supposed to go much faster. But this actually isn't that much slower compared to just running to auto build. It's actually pretty close. Well, if you do it fast, that was not fast. Very cool. Yeah, if there is some way found to either leave GSI early or skip GSI, I would expect it to take longer than finishing GSI, at least initially. I think like the first method, if there is a first method, will almost definitely be slower than just doing GSI. But I could see like in time improvements being found, and then eventually it's faster. No, no Bright Bloom. I don't really need Bright. I was considering getting Bright Blooms for this run, but after messing with it, I figured it wouldn't really help at all. Come on. So that I'm gonna use for my stick clipper. Then I need to do this. Some good old zuggling. No, no durability transfer. So the reason you normally need to do durability transfer in other categories is because you want to reach really high damage values. For this, you don't really need a super high damage value. You just need something as long as you can one cycle every fight of Kohga. And I think like if I did do durability transfer, then I'd normally do 7 zuggles. I could maybe get it down to 3 or 4 zuggles. So essentially, weapon state transfer would need to take less time than 3 or 4 zuggles, which it might be able to, but it would also just be harder and less consistent and just not really a point. Do I like games with lots of menuing? I don't necessarily like or dislike lots of menuing. If the menuing is interesting and like there's a good reason for it, like if the menuing has interesting components to it, then yeah. Yeah, it's nice that Kohga doesn't have damage thresholds. I was actually worried about that when I was starting to run this. I'm like, is it actually possible to one cycle them all? And surprisingly it is. He doesn't have like a forced halfway through cycle cutscene. So yeah, most runs so far have been, after beating each Kohga fight, they go back to GSI and then go to the closest chasm or the necessary chasm to go to the next fight. But I figured you can do this and fly across the depths. Come on. Dude. Where? Can't see. Maybe a bright bloom would help. Actually, it wouldn't really show me anything there because it doesn't light up out of bounds collision on the other side. One. Alright, there's one. So I kind of just repeat that general process for the other two. Yeah, I'm done with all materials for now. Yeah, and this run doesn't get fairies, so I have to be careful and actually do fall damage cancels. Barriers are just too far out of the way for this. I also intentionally activate the quest there, or like make that the main quest on my map, because it's actually a good visual cue for the next ABCS, or I guess both the next ABCSs. Now getting sub 3 with all materials, yeah. I didn't think it was worth it. Keep running for now. That run was like most of what I want. Oh, Okay. I have something dumb to talk about for the all materials thing, but I probably shouldn't do it right now before I do this ABCS. At the end of the run, I'll talk about a dumb thing about that run that I found out afterwards. Oh, oops. What am I doing? Where am I going? Why am I going down? Okay. Of all the ways that could have failed, that was the least bad. I am going the wrong way. I think. Oh god, I'm lost. Yeah, I'm super. Wait, I can't tell. No, I'm definitely going the wrong way. Where am I? Am I over the void? Okay. How did I get over here? Okay, this is bad. I need to get up there. Okay. Come on. Please pick it up. This isn't the right chasm. Or, no, it is, it is. No. This is a disaster. Okay, that was really bad. Yeah, the run ends as soon as the Kohga quest is clear. It ends when you get the text that says Kohga something something quest completed. Fight 1, 2, and 4. Where's 3? Good question. It's a very good question. No, no spirit temple. Record. As long as I don't screw up the next ABCS, this is likely record. It definitely does not take 9 minutes. How much routing did I do? I did the routing. I did like a day of routing. Routing / practice. Don't go too high. Okay. If I go too high, I load the overworld and it takes forever to load. And then I have to go back to the depths and it takes forever to load again. So I have to wait 2 forevers, which loses a lot of time. Uh-oh. Okay. I can't see. Okay. Am I on top? Where am I? Okay, I'm back here. Went the wrong direction. No, I have no fairy, so death is bad. That's why I have to keep doing fall damage cancels. I think if I do the run well enough, my speed food should last just long enough for that running section. Although I'm not 100% sure. No, fairies is kind of a detour. So I'm specifically intentionally trying to skip fairies so I don't have to detour for it. It's not a huge detour, but definitely better to skip them. Fall damage cancels aren't that much of a time loss. Cool. Okay, timing ends when the actual complete quest text comes up. Yeah, easy sub hour. Categories GSI and then 50 minutes of gameplay. I think it's closer to 20. But yeah, it's not much, unfortunately. Alright, 56. Decent run outside of getting lost going to the third one. Can probably get 54, 53?